Thank you everyone. So I am going to talk about ancient Egyptian and Indian airship space launch vehicle. Uh, so, so here we can see first diagram from Brihad Vimana Shastra, that is Tripura Vimana, and second one Shakuna Vimana, and third one is a picture from Abydos Temple, Egypt. So that is an airship. So Tripura Vimana, it has multi like transformable vehicle, three modes it can travel, three medium: under the water, on the water, and in the on the land, in the air also, space also. And it is made of advanced materials. I believe it is a flexible material also, because it is transformable, and it has electric wheels for land travel, ballast tank, rudder, propeller and all, and air blowers are also there. Control systems are also described in Vimana Shastra. Next one. Shakuna Vimana. So this Vimana is like similar to Pushpaka Vimana, which we see in Ellora caves, flapping wing mechanisms. So this is also made of Raja Loha. This is different one, Raja Loha. Previously Tripura Vimana, Trinetra Loha. So here Shakuna Vimana, there is a description of hollow mast and wings are there, tail also. So various mechanical components are there for the help of flapping wings and all, flight control too. Propulsion is also. So propulsion is also, there are many devices or yantras described. Next. Now coming to Abydos airship, so there are many similarities in the ancient Egyptian and Indian space vehicles. Historians say that there is a link between ancient scripts, Egyptian and Indian also, civilizations related. So here we can see the Abydos airship. Abydos airship is something like completely different flying city kind of thing, because it has like many things, like they have written birds come in and go, and fishes are also there inside. Inside there is a like something like pool inside it and all. So many things we can do on this project. We are still doing 3D modeling of this Abydos airship. Next one. Now coming to Shakuna Vimana, recently I have found some yantra which I doubt it is a space capsule inside Shakuna Vimana. They are describing Pushpini yantra. Basically first initially I thought it is something like air conditioner kind of thing, but now it seems to be something more than it, like making the astronauts feel better in space atmosphere. And also it says that animals and plants can also be taken inside this, and also the third floor it can be separated, and when it is not there in the Vimana, the floor can be folded, upper layer of the third floor folded onto the second floor. So after the release of the capsule to another space mission. Next. So coming to Abydos airship, there is description of many things, like similar things are there, making the passengers comfortable, and also the many habitation related descriptions are there, and recycling system, air, water, everything, waste is also there. So here we can see Abydos airship. Fish is also there, like I said. Basically, as per our understanding, they provide like sustainable food source in the Abydos airship in the ancient Egyptian civilization. So there like waste could fertilize plants also, and the system helps filter and recycle water. So all these things we can consider, and garden with fruits is also mentioned in Abydos airship. So it is very sophisticated idea. Like agriculture is also there inside it. So it provides fresh food essential for long-term habitation. Like I said, example in Shakuna Vimana, we have to still explore that yantra. So here we can see in Abydos airship directly they mentioned such similar things. So plants naturally produce oxygen, remove carbon dioxide, all those things. And the presence also of plants also have psychological benefits for the inhabitants. And there is also, like I said, there is small ventilation units for birds to come in and go outside. So birds could assist in pollination plants in the garden. So they have thought of everything linked to one and other material. Now I said Pushpini Yantra, this one still I am doing research. So basically describe providing comfort during the travel, especially spring summer seasons, and suggest how environmental conditions can change during the flight. And cold processing mirror is there, like possibly managing the heat in the space. And cold generating crystal is there, manis, so described as producing cooling effect. Electrical wheel with 100 spokes, it could be like for circulating the air inside the aircraft. And acid vessel, it is a little unclear to understand as of now. After translating again we can try to understand. So functioning, the device, it is used as a combination of electrical system, specialized materials, chemical reactions also to regulate temperature and circulate the air. So comparing to the modern equipment, we can understand that it is like something like environmental control system, spacecraft thermal control systems also. So applications, studying this, we can do new approach to the environmental control in spacecraft. Long duration missions we can do. Material science insights also, description of special materials are there. Cold generating crystals, modern science we are not at all aware of crystals, but ancient science there are many descriptions of many types of crystals which have multiple functions which modern science doesn't know. So that it could prompt research into new materials and thermal management also. And historical technological understanding, the sophistication of like Pushpini Yantra challenges our perceptions of ancient technological capabilities, encouraging a reevaluation of historical scientific knowledge. So now comparing environmental control systems, both ancient and modern are suggesting like environmental things inside the space capsule, making the astronauts and all sustainable in other outer space atmosphere. We can take inspiration on all these descriptions. So future research directions, we can understand that these alloys which I have mentioned, Rajaloha alloy, cold generating crystal, all these we can do research and develop the modern space technology. Pushpini Yantra also, it inspires us to understand new types of research. So now coming to the next topic. So advanced space devices are there in Vimana Shastra. Cloning device is there, that is the Vimana appearing like there are multiple Vimanas in the space. And plasma shield, Parivesha Kriya Yantra, that name, device name. And then free energy extraction. So Shakti Akarshana Yantra is power attracting device mentioned in Vimana Shastra. So like I said, there are many free energy in the space, regions in the space mentioned in Vimana Shastra, from which we can extract energy. But now we are using only fuel and all. But in Vimana Shastra, they have used free available energies in the space. And Vishwakriya Darshana Darpana Yantra, this is a universal vision revealing mirror when we translate, but it acts as double role. It is like a space telescope which can show the astronaut in the Vimana the 3D images of whatever the telescope focuses on. And also it can, for example, we are seeing the Vimana we can see the Vimana, and there is another duplicate Vimana beside it, like it is cloning device. And next, Ganapa Yantra, solar energy extraction device. Parivesha Kriya Yantra, plasma shield generator. So based on the descriptions of Brihad Vimana Shastra, I have tried to do 3D modeling of this particular yantra. This is only a small part of this yantra, Shakti Akarshan yantra. Nikola Tesla already tried to recreate some devices from ancient texts, but we do not have now everything. So this is more similar to it. Power attracting, solar radiant energy is the Earth's gravitational pull described. Wind kinetic energy is also described. So there are multiple descriptions, like from multiple free energies it is attracting the energy. So the concept, so these all concepts we have to understand. For example, wind kinetic energy, we have magneto-hydrodynamic generator. Earth's gravitational pull, we have Nikola Tesla tried earth powered generator once upon a time, gravity powered generator, but free energies, his laboratory was destroyed and he was killed, they say. Solar radiant energy, we know only some part of the solar rays in ancient texts. In Brihad Vimana Shastra, they have mentioned many types of the solar rays. We did not understand that much. So Shakti Akarshan Yantra, technical details which I have understood, it utilizes mirrors or glass devices, neutralizes excess wind force on aircraft, protects against toxic outer earth winds, and earth power generator also we can understand it, and magneto-hydrodynamic generator, like I said. Energy transfer happens between aircraft and ground-based equipment. Now coming to that space telescope which I have said, which also acts as cloning device for the Vimana. So this Vimana described in two areas in the Brihad Vimana Shastra, entire Vimana Shastra, in multiple chapters they have mentioned. So in Yantras chapter and also pilot instructions chapter. So it projects 3D visuals of distant celestial bodies, uses Mercury also. These are interesting points to be noted from the device. So it uses Mercury as reflective surface, capable of creating clones or illusions of the Vimana itself. So these are main points which I have understood. So previous slide. So this one, the 3D model I have tried. This is also only some part which I have understood. That only I have created 3D model. Mounted, like they also written that this is very strange description that I have come across in Brihad Vimana Shastra. So they have written that they placed this yantra, fixed it on the Vimana facing towards the planet Earth. So we have to understand, is the Vimana or the space station or the space city still existing, and are they still watching us through this telescope? So it provides real-time 3D holographic images of the Earth or other desired locations as per the astronaut or pilot. So allows observation of individual beings also, they have written, with accuracy it seems. So it can create illusory 3D images of the Vimana for strategic purposes. Now Ganapa Yantra, as per my understanding, Ganapa Yantra, it is solar collector shaped like elephant's trunk. System of wheels and wires for energy transfer they have mentioned, and storage mechanism involving silica crystals and acid. It utilizes sun crystals, umbrellas to enhance solar energy collection. So modern technology, if we can compare, so it is similar to modern photovoltaic panels or solar concentrators. And energy transfer system, electrical wiring, mechanical power transmission in current systems. Storage mechanism resembles modern battery technologies, particularly those using chemical reactions for energy storage. And enhanced collection methods also, maximizing solar energy capture, such as tracking system and concentrator designs. Parivesha Kriya Yantra, so this yantra is very special for me because at the beginning I couldn't understand what they are trying to say in the text, Brihad Vimana Shastra. So translation very, very difficult, and for understanding we should be expert in that subject. So I felt very difficult to understand. Later I understood, okay, they are describing plasma shield, Parivesha Kriya Yantra. So it generates protective halo using all the 5 elemental forces. So it utilizes solar rays for propulsion also and guidance, incorporates energy storage transmission mechanisms, and also defensive environmental control features are also there. There are specific materials used and specialized glasses in detailed description in this yantra. Metals and acids also they used. So modern technology we have plasma shield a little, but not this much advanced. If we focus on it, we can develop it more. So sophisticated grasp of energy manipulation and conversion, advanced understanding optics and possibly holographic principles. So based as the modern technology keeps on developing, then we can understand these ancient texts. We can apply these things in various fields if we research and recreate it.
Thank you so much, Kavya ji. So based on these understandings, what we did was we went ahead and created our nanosatellite prototype. The inspiration primarily came from Vishwakriya Darshana Darpana Yantra. So what happens is we are working on an advanced constellation of Earth observation nanosatellites at present, which is the size of a water bottle, a 1 liter water bottle. And what we are trying to do is to capture and stream near real-time, geospatial video data from low Earth orbit. So we have a patent pending for the live streaming capabilities of the nanosatellite. So it's going to be around 1,200 nanosatellites forming a constellation through which you can actually see any particular location on Earth. I'll show you some video samples which we have done. So these are our sample work which we have been working on. We are based out of Bangalore, and so this is actually body-mounted solar panels with our antenna system. So we initially went ahead and started working on the S-band antennas, but then we realized that we can do it with UHF itself. So we are working on it, and this will have an optical payload, which actually has its own customized data handling board, which can stream whatever it's seen. It captures it, and then it streams simultaneously. So that's how we have built it. These are all some of the samples that we have been working on since last 2 years. So this is primarily taken from. So this is our co-founder, Mr. Loganathan, who is an ex-ISRO scientist. So he had been a deputy project director for multiple missions, and post-retirement he worked on SRM-SAT, and also he worked with Niti Meenakshi. And so those are works which have been done in a lab. So we have been part of multiple forums, India and internationally. So this was in Bangalore Space Expo in 2022, and we were part of G20. So we came up with policy interventions for democratizing geospatial data, which all these G20 nations are having in silos. So that's what had happened, and this was part of our collaborative effort to come up with food and medicine for microgravity environments. So we are working on a bio payload also on an experimental basis, still in research. So that's me giving a presentation at IIT Guwahati. Yeah, so this is last week, end of June in India Space Congress, where I was paneling on advanced Earth observation payloads, wherein satellite-based video is non-existent as of now. Few countries are doing it, that too for military purposes. So we are trying to do it. Can you play the videos, please? So here I'll show you some of the video samples. We have named it Eye in the Sky. So that's the inspiration came from the ancient texts. So I started working with Kavya Vaddadi madam after I read her books, and that was more of an inspiration for me. So, sir, can you play it? Okay, so as per the descriptions, right? So you can see these are a satellite-based video, which is on an experimental basis. You can see the trains. Are you guys able to see it? Yeah. And what we did was, actually we took some of these samples, built an AI model on top of it so that objects can be detected accurately. Drones have their own limitations. So the future is going to be satellite-based video feed. Already military is doing it. So this is actually our AI model, which is tracking a ship, which is actually proceeding. So this has been run at a different speed so that our AI model works really well in order to track it. Objects like ships, vessels, and then aeroplanes, train, cars, and all have been trained through our AI model. Still on an experimental basis, it's not perfect, but yeah, next video. So these are, the AI model trying to capture cars, the white colored cars specifically, and approximately 60 to 70% confidence it has. And you guys don't have privacy anymore, okay? So I'll tell you that. Next video. And yeah, so this is actually tracking an airfield wherein you can see the aeroplane in a taxiway. It's being, it's getting to take off, or it's going to be parked, I don't know. But this is the video. You can play the next one. And we actually ran our AI model on top of it, and that's how it is able to detect it. And it can be used for tracking enemy planes or war planes which are going across an area. Whatever cannot be captured through radar also, we are trying to do it through satellite-based videos. So instead of looking from the down, we are looking from the top. There are limitations, of course, but pretty sure we'll fine-tune it to get it accurate. Next video, sir. Yeah, that's the actual video. Yeah, so this is the train, the first one you saw, which has been getting tracked. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. So a lot of inspiration has come from, the ancient Vimana Shastras, and a lot of knowledge is, hidden inside, and we have to dig deep and then get it out. Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Srimati Kavya Vaddadi Garu and V.Ramesh Kumar Garu, for your insightful speech. I would now like to ask a session chair, Dr. Ravi Prakash Arya Garu, to present memento, shawl and certificate to our speakers. I request my team to help serve with the felicitation.